Alas 9 na. Standby for School News Primetime.
Yes, tapos. Yes. Second.
Alas 9 na. Time for School News Primetime.
You're listening to Cool FM. Cool FM is a TVH Group of Networks radio station. Tondo's greatest hits are here.
koolNews Primetime.
It is now 9:01, mga kalabaw. Standby for School News Primetime.
You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News Primetime.
Good evening and welcome to koolNews
From the headquarters of Cool FM.
It's the boy. Anyway,
Mark
yeah.
Morales, I'm going to do the intro first.
Okay.
Anyways, from the headquarters here at Cool Studios, from the temporary Cool FM studios here, this is Cool News Primetime. It's now 9:02. Tonight is September 28. I'm Dream Car Karaoke together with Stephen the Wanag del Sol. And topping our headlines tonight. Topping our headlines tonight, hindi ako spy. Alice Go loses school over Chinese spy document. Usually common and composed across numerous hearings investigating her citizenship and supposed links to Chinese-backed illegal pogos, Alice Go became emotional on Friday after being shown an excerpt from an Al Jazeera documentary about a self-confessed Chinese spy. This documentary, which centers on Tycoon Shi Zhejiang, includes a dossier on Guo Huaping, with a photo resembling the dismissed Bamban mayor and with the familiar details of her birthplace and mother. In the documentary, Shi Zhejiang claimed that Guo Huaping, allegedly Guo's real name, had asked him for money to fund her candidacy for mayor of Bamban. However, Shi Zhejiang said he did not give any money to Guo because he didn't want to offend the government of the Philippines, and of course stated in the English translation of the video. And of course, it also showed the document claiming that Guo is the daughter of the Chinese woman named Lin Wenyi, and also mentioned Guo's alleged address in Fujian province in China, which the network's researcher found that was the local office of the Chinese Communist Party of the CCP. Residents in the area also reportedly recognized Guo as Lin Wenyi's daughter, who left the village in 2002, and said that he and Guo Huaping dedicated their lives to China's Ministry of the State Security and urged her to tell the world the truth if she doesn't want to be eliminated. According to Davao Oriental 2nd District Representative Chino Almario, who presented the documentary to the House panels, the allegations made in the report are crucial. According here to Almario, so Mr. Chair, I'd like to point out to this committee that even if we have been marking our own research, pulling up our own inquiries, this is another source from a completely different party, which is unrelated to what we do. There are Chinese spies all over, at least in this case, Myanmar, but also here in the Philippines. Almario also noted that Guo seems to not have been raised in the Philippines as he claims, but as people on the Fujian in the documentary recognize her. Added by him, I think this is in itself speaks volumes na. Again, nakakainis na time and time again, dinedeny ni Guo Huaping lahat ng mga question na tinatanong namin sa kanya. And of course, Guo claimed that she did not know the Chinese spy featured in the documentary. And of course, according here to Guo, Your Honor, unfair naman po para sa akin. Hindi ko po siya kilala and never po ako humingi ng campaign funds entirely. Never po ako humingi ng campaign fund during my campaign period. And yung video ng pinakita ni Congressman Chino kanina, hindi ko po siya kilala at gusto ko rin po parating sa lahat ng mga kababayan ko at buong Pilipinas na rin po. Mahal ko po ang Pilipinas. As she emphasized when asked for comment by House Squad Committee Overall Chair Representative Robert Ace Barbers. And stated that hindi po ako spy. Totally po hindi ako spy. Hindi ako ang nasa picture. Hindi rin po ako ang sinasabi niya. itong tao na nasa video po kanina, I'll find a way para hindi ko po alam kung paano. I'll try to ask to my lawyer, especially the network, magdidemanda po ako. Of course, PBA Party List Representative Margarito Nograles also asked Go what JC Jiang could gain by naming her. Your Honor, I think it is better for you to ask him kasi siya yung naglabas ng video. So siya po ang nakakalam kung ano yung nakakapag-benefit po sa kanya. Definitely, hindi po ako spy. And according to Nograles, relax ka lang, bakit ka galit? And of course, according to Go, kasi po ganito yun yung nangyari last time. Sinasabi po nila, spy ako. Mahal ko po ang Pilipinas. Filipino po ako, hindi po ako spy. And of course, again, according to Nograles, you don't have to be so riled up if you know the truth. And of course, Your Honor, emotional po ako dahil unfair po para sa akin na sasabihin po ako na spy po ako. Wu went on to say that she intends to take illegal steps against Xi Zhejiang and Al Jazeera over the allegations in the documentary. Also in the news, Philippines successfully caps joint sale with New Zealand, Japan, US, and Australia. The Philippines successfully concluded its one-day multilateral maritime cooperative activity, or the MMCA, with the defense forces of New Zealand, Japan, United States, and Australia in the West Philippine Sea. The armed forces of the Philippines on Saturday said the sales were conducted within the vicinity of the WPS under the area of operations of the North Luzon Command. It said there from the MMCA iteration that enhanced exercises to improve interoperability with the New Zealand's participation for the first time, adding a new dimension to the collaborative efforts. And according here to Staff General Romeo Browner Jr., this underscores a shared commitment of holding the right to freedom of navigation and overflight, other lawful uses of the sea and international airspace, as well as respect for the maritime rights under the international law as reflected in the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. The activities including pre-sale briefings, communication exercises, cross-check exercises, division tactics, officer of the watch drills, photographic exercises, and replenishment at sea approaches and maritime domain awareness exercises and contact reporting. Also here, China conducts air and sea patrols near the Flashpoint Reef. Chinese naval and air forces conducted patrols around the Flashpoint Reef in the South China Sea on Saturday after a slew of tense encounters with the Philippines has disputed a waterway in recent months. And of course, it was joint exercises carried out by the US, Australia, Japan, NZ, and Philippines in Manila's exclusive economic zone. Beijing claims almost the entire South China Sea, brushing off the rival claims of the several Southeast Asian countries, which is the Philippines among them, and the international ruling that the assertion has no legal basis. And of course claims that the waters around the Scarborough Shoal, which Beijing seized from Manila in 2012, where the Chinese military Southern Theater Command said that it held air and sea patrols. And of course, they said training activities then around the shoal included reconnaissance, early warning, and air sea patrols. Certain countries outside the region are stirring up trouble in the South China Sea, creating instability in the region. China holds indisputable sovereignty over Huangyan Island and its adjacent waters. In his own statement, according here from the U.S., said the maritime exercises conducted with the allies demonstrated a collective commitment to strengthen regional and international cooperation in support of a free and open Indo-Pacific. Australia's Defense Department separately confirmed Saturday that the HMAS Sydney and Royal Australian Air Force P-8A Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft were participating in exercises. And of course, tensions between China and the Philippines has flared in the past few months during the series of confrontations in the waters with the contested Second Thomas Shoal and Sabina Shoal. And they said in Beijing that it must supervise a Philippine ship as it delivered supplies as part of their resupply mission to the grounded vessel at the shoal. And our weather, DSWD DRO MIC preparedness for the report number 1 on tropical depression Julian. Issued on yesterday at 5 a.m., Julian maintains its strength while declaring southward over the Philippine Sea. And around 100 to 200 we got Babuyan Island. 50 to 100 we have Batanes and mainland Cagayan, forecasted with accumulated rainfall. Also, Isabela, Batanes, Apayao, Abra, Ilocos Norte, and Ilocos Sur will have accumulated rainfall, and around 100 to 200 millimeters, of course. Meanwhile, advancing to around 200 and more is Babuyan Islands. And the coastal waters affecting here as the hazards up to 4 meters over the seaboards of Batanes, Babuyan Islands, and the eastern seaboard of mainland Cagayan. Meanwhile, the moderate ones are the remaining seaboard of Cagayan and the seaboard of Isabela. Mga kalamaw is now 8:12, and join Stephen Liwanag del Sol for the Gap 2 of koolNews Primetime. It is now 9:12. We'll be right back, mga kalamaw. It's now 9:20.
Continuing our talk here, Stephen Stephen.
Thank you, Dream Car. It is now 9:20 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Tony Yang has claimed that he and his brother, former presidential economic advisor Michael Yang, are not on good terms and have not seen each other for a long time. At the House of Representatives Quad Committee hearing on Friday, one Party List Representative Ramon Rodrigo Gutierrez asked Tony if he knows the whereabouts of Michael, the former advisor of then President Rodrigo Duterte. Michael is alleged by members of the Quad Committee to be part of a web of operations involving the Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators, or POGO, and the illegal drug trade. Gutierrez asked, Mr. Chair, can Mr. Yang tell us where his brothers are now? Yang said to the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission interpreter Dailan, the Malaysian who was sold for 300,000 pesos to the Baguham in Bambon, Tarlac. Where are they now? I don't know. I heard from them that Yang Hongmin is in Thailand. One day, Yang Hongmin and I contacted each other. One day, he called me and asked where I was. I asked him where he was. He said he was in Thailand. Yang said to the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission interpreter Dailan. Okay, sorry. Gutierrez said to Mr. Chair, you're still in close contact with your brothers. This is both Michael Yang and Hong Jiang. Yang said to Dailan, no. When I first came to the Philippines, I had little contact with Yang Hongmin. I think our relations were not good. Gutierrez and Dailan at some points had difficulty understanding each other, prompting the lawmaker to ask if the Quad Committee's official interpreter, Caroline Batay, had arrived. After Batay's arrival, Gutierrez went on with his interpolation of Yang. Gutierrez asked, Mr. Chair, Mr. Yang, your brother, Michael Yang, what year did he leave the Philippines? When did your relationship sour with Michael Yang? Yang said to Batay, we didn't have a good relationship. So I have come here to the Philippines for around 30 years, and from that time, our relationship is not that good already. Yang also denied doing business with his siblings, Michael and Hong Jiang. Gutierrez asked, 30 years, but you had business with your brothers, Michael and Hong Jiang. Is that correct, Mr. Chair? Yang added, no, I don't have any partnership or company together with them. I only do my own business, and they do their own business. Later on into the Quad Committee's hearing, Santa Rosa City Representative Dan Fernandez asked several questions about Yang's business partners and people who posed in photos with him, but he evaded these. Due to this, Fernandez moved to cite Yang for contempt, which was seconded by Manila 6th District Representative Bienvenido Abante Jr. Abante then moved to detain Yang at the Quezon City Jail until the Quad Committee finishes its hearings. It was amended towards the end of the hearings, with Yang being detained instead at the PAOCC headquarters. Last September 20, Fernandez announced that Yang was arrested at the NAIA, or the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. According to Fernandez, Yang Jiangxin supposedly uses a Filipino name of Antonio Lim. In the national elections for 2025, Senator Amy Marcos thanked her brother, President Bongbong Marcos, for including her in the administration's senatorial slate for 2025 elections, but said she chose to stand alone so her brother will no longer be put in a difficult position. In a statement on Saturday, Marcos thanked the president for including her in the alliance and for coming to her defense, quote, despite the anger and extreme cruelty of some. She also mentioned that their father, former president and dictator Marcos Sr., whose death anniversary is being remembered on September 28. The senator did not specifically say if she was formally withdrawing from the administration's senatorial slate. In a separate statement, Alianza para sa Bagong Pilipinas campaign manager Representative Toby Chanco said he respects and admires the senator, especially her advocacy and track record in public service. He said, naniniwala ang Alyansa para sa Bagong Pilipinas sa kakayahan bilang niyang maging kod niyang ng tapat sa mga Pilipino. Chanco added, patuloy na susuporta ang Alyansa kay Senator Amy para sa tagumpay ng legislative agenda ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. para sa kaunlaang walang maiiwan at para sa magandang kinabukasan natin lahat. Last September 26, President Marcos announced the 12 senatorial candidates he is endorsing for the 2025 elections. Meanwhile, in the opposition, the Akbayan Party announced on Saturday that human rights lawyer Chel Jokno will be its first nominee for next year's midterm election. Jokno said that before accepting the party's nomination, they deliberated on the best avenue to serve the public. The 2025 polls will be Akbayan's repeated bid to again represent the marginalized sector in the Congress. Jokno said in a statement, "From the beginning, we carefully examined all possible avenues to best serve our people. After thorough reflection, we determined that running under the parlous system is not only a principled choice, but also the most pragmatic path to effectively confront the forces of corruption and injustice." Jokno, who previously bared his intent to run as a senator in the midterm elections, noted that he and Akbayan will still rally behind former Senators Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan in securing their seats in the Senate. Jokno added, Akbayan remains steadfast in backing Senators Bam Aquino and Kiko Pangilinan. We fully support Red Senator Risa Hontiveros' two senatorial candidates, and as we campaign for them, we will also work to secure at least 3 seats for the party. Jokno recently joined the political party, sharing that it is a way to continue the Jokno legacy and to advance the fight for human rights. Akbayan Party also announced on Saturday that Percy Sendanya will serve as its second nominee in the 2025 polls. Sendanya, who served as a commissioner of the National Youth Commission from 2011 to 2016, was Akbayan's first nominee in the 2022 elections. Sendanya was sworn into office on Wednesday, September 25, following the recent Commission elections proclamation on Akbayan as one of the winners in the party list race in the 2022 polls. His term will end on June 13, 2025. The group returned to the House of Representatives after the Supreme Court upheld the Commonwealth's decision to cancel the registration of Anwaray as a party list organization after its second nominee took an oath in the 16th Congress despite being entitled to only 1 seat. Akbayan ranked 57 in the party list race of the 2022 elections, just 1 spot shy from the 56 groups proclaimed as winners. For the sports news, the University of the Philippines climbed out of a deep hole to remain perfect in the UAAP Season 87 men's basketball tournament on Saturday at the Mall of Asia Arena. The Flying Maroons erased a 22-point deficit to overcome the Adamson Falcons with a score of 69-57 for the 5th consecutive win. UP coach Goldwyn Monteverde said in Filipino, "Sometimes there really are games like that. We're really trying to execute offensively the first half, but our shots were not falling." Monteverde added, "So we just talk in the huddle and so stick with the game plan. Work as a team. Look for better shots, and at the same time, on the other end, Adamson were getting a lot of 3-pointers, so we had to remind each other that defensively we need to work for it." Harold Alarcon finished with the 14 points, 7 rebounds, while Terence Fortea, who caught fire in the third quarter, contributed 13 points after trading all of his 3 attempts from afar, along with 5 rebounds as UP remained on top of the standings. Kentin Mediola Brown was dominant in the paint for the Maroons, recording a double of 11 points and 14 rebounds. Trailing big early, UP went on a blistering 25-2 surge capped by a basket by J.D. Kagulangan to take the lead. 34-33 in the second quarter, then went on another scoring binge in the final frame to complete its comeback. Kagulangan finished with 11 points and 7 assists. Montebon praised the Falcons, who continued the roller coaster ride this season at 3-3 with 12 points but shot just a 3 of 11 from the field. The comeback win moved UP within 2 games of sweeping the first round within the University of Santo Tomas and defending champion LaSalle as its final assignment. Finally, for the entertainment news, on its 17th anniversary, Gabay Guro is holding 2 events starting this weekend as a way to pay tribute to Filipino teachers, just in time for the Teachers Day next week. The star-studded grand gathering at the Morocco Theater in Ortigas Center, Pasig City on Saturday will feature performers including Regine Velasquez, Alcacid, Pop Fernandez, Martin Rivera, Gabby Concepcion, Randy Santiago, Jed Medela, Jonah, Kula Desma, Zaza Padilla, Mark Bautista, and Sharon Cuneta. The first Holistic and Wellness Festival for Teachers will be held the following Sunday, October 6th at the United Sports Arena at Shaw Boulevard, Pasig City. It will be staged in cooperation with MWell, the country's first fully integrated, fully digital health and wellness platform. There will be a mix of wellness services and experiential booths at the day-long affair. Regine and Gabby, who were at the press conference earlier this week, talked about why they hold teachers in high regard and why they will always make time to be part of Gabay Guro's annual event. Gabby said, "I've always wanted to support the teachers group because my mother was a teacher. Teachers are always like family. Aside from instructing you, they can also point out your mistakes so you can learn from them." He then recounted how, as a young student, one of his favorite subjects was science. Bida ako ng science teacher ko dati. Sinasabi niyang mataas ang makukuha kong marka sa exam. Although he admitted that it put a bit of pressure on him to excel, he was thankful for the vote of confidence. Regine has been part of Gabay Guro's annual gathering from the start. Even during the pandemic when the event was held online, she was always part of it. She downplayed her role in inspiring teachers and would-be teachers, saying she only sings. She said, "I learned that there are fewer students taking up education with the intention of becoming teachers. Those that do often look for work abroad, through my sons or in whatever way possible. I want to be able to inspire people because teachers are important. They're like our parents when we're at school." There's a Latin term, in loco parentes, which translates to in place of parents. Regine and Gabi are aware of the importance teachers can play in the lives of their students, and they are determined to honor them any way they can. Since 2007, Gabay Guro has been empowering teachers across the country. It has so far supported over 3,000 scholars who are pursuing a degree in education, provided over 1,000 laptops, digital accessories, and broadband connectivity to over 70 partner schools in 29 municipalities, and donated 59 double classrooms to 22 beneficiary cities and municipalities. It has also trained over 500,000 teachers through in-person seminar workshops. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 2 minutes past 9:30 p.m. from the verse of the day of BibleGateway.com and PCFB Manila. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14 from Apostle Paul. "The nature person does not accept the things of the Spirit of God, for they are folly to him, are able to understand them because they are spiritually discerned." Dream Car, any last words for us?
Here's our final quote tonight, mga kalabao. Here's from Edwin Hubble Chapin. "Never does the human soul appear so strong as when it forgoes revenge and dares to forgive an injury." Mga kalabao, that is our final quote tonight from Edwin Hubble Chapin. And that is it for Cool News Primetime. And you can also join us every Cool FM for your news and information and any updates. And you can also send us an Gmail here on tvhphilippines.gmail.com. Join us also at 7 tomorrow with Hello Filipinas with Cairo. From the headquarters of Cool FM, I'm Dream Car Karaoke.
And I'm Stephen Lewana. The solo coming up later at 10 p.m. Talk with DJ Sen. Stick with us here on Cool FM. Mapapakulog ka dito. Good night and God bless the Republic of the Philippines.
Good night and mabuhay. Stand by for Talk with Sen. It's now 9:33.